Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Turnipole. And as always, I'm bringing you sports from a West Side point of view. If you're ever wondering why I say sports from a West Side point of view, because I'm on the west side of Cincinnati. There you go. All right, here's today's rundown of topics I'll be discussing today. Bengals free agency. Are they going to do anything? The Bengals got to meet with Joe Burrow yesterday, face-to-face for the very first time. And Duke Tobin tries to discuss the negativity surrounding the Bengals by the national media. And the Reds are taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks today. All right, let's get into this. Bengals free agents. I know you're like, oh yeah, yada, yada, yada. They're not going to sign any, blah, 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 blah. Well, you never know. I mean, they do sign some. They just don't sign the big ones that most fans think they should sign. But Zach Taylor said it's going to be different this year. Going to the scouting combine last year, he was just getting his defensive coaching staff together because he was in the Super Bowl as the Rams quarterback coach. So he's getting the defensive staff together, trying to put a list together of free agents, trying to look at who he should have scouted, and going into the draft. So there's a lot happening in a short amount of time. This year, he's got all his coaching staff together. I think there's one change. I think we got a new. I know we have a new quarterback coach, but the defensive staff is the same. Pretty much all of the staff is all the same too. So that right there, they're ahead of the game as they were last year. The other thing is, the coaching staff already has a list of free agents that they've already been scouting and looking at. They just went to the Senior Bowl, the whole coaching staff. So they've already scouted every prospect as far as coming out of college as far as seniors goes. Those two right there were already miles ahead of the game as compared to what he was last year. Now, you're going to say, does that mean we're going to sign a whole bunch of free agents? I don't think so, but hopefully we'll sign a couple. I mean, we signed a couple last year, but it was mostly just guys that the guys on the coaching staff have already coached before, so they knew them. Now, we have a list of them that hopefully we can go out. We've already scouted them, and we can sign a couple of them in here. Hopefully they won't believe all this negativity about the Bengals and how bad it is to play here. But at least they're doing their homework, and at least we're ahead of the game, unlike last year. Now, do I think that had anything to do with our 2-4 team? Well, yeah. I mean, if you're a month behind everybody else, yeah, it kind of doesn't help. The other thing that's going to help, and this is going to help big time, is drafting Joe freaking Burrow. The Bengals finally got to talk to Joe Burrow yesterday. In the meeting was Mike Brown, Zach Taylor, Duke Tobin, offensive coordinator Brian Callahan. They all met for about 18 minutes. One club official said he was not among the group of the people I just listed, but he said that was the best interview he has ever attended. So everything that Joe Burrow has done this year, he has absolutely killed it. He killed it on the field in LSU. I think he answered the questions from the national media as good as he could answer them without giving a definite yes or no answer about when to go to the Bengals. He finally had to come out and say, if the Bengals draft me, I will go there. He said, whoever drafts me, I'll go there. I'll play for them. And then they're like, well, you're excited about playing in Cincinnati? He says, well, yeah, I'll be 2.5 hours away from my house. Joe Burrow has done everything you want a franchise quarterback to do. He's done it on the field, and now he's doing it off the field. I mean, people are like, well, he's not going to throw at the combine. I honestly, the way the combine's going and the way schools and players have their own workouts, if you're a first-round pick, you're going to have your own workout. I mean, Tua Tagovailoa is having his own one. His is like in April because you got to wait for him to heal up. So, all this narrative that, he's not going to throw. Dude, did you see him throw in college? He really doesn't have to throw, but they're going to do it at his pro debut. Now, the interesting thing is, people are curious what Tua Tagovailoa is going to do. And he, supposedly there were reports that came out and said that he didn't want to play for the Bengals. I don't know how true that is or not. But the funny thing is, people are saying the draft is going to start at 3 because most likely the Bengals are going to draft Joe Burrow and the Redskins are going to draft Chase Young. That leaves the Lions. Do they draft Tua Tagovailoa or do they trade the pick? Because they already have a quarterback in Matthew Stafford. I don't know. I know he signed a huge contract not that long ago. Now my question is for Tua. You said you did, well, like I said, reports are you said you didn't want to go. You've kind of backed off on that. Would you rather go to the Lions? And that's to the other narrative that the Bengals are the worst, quote-unquote, worst organization in football. The Lions have not had 1, but 2 Hall of Fame players quit on them. Retire. Done. Quit. I mean, so I'm not sure how that situation is better than ours. Just saying. But getting back to Joe Burrow, he is honestly, unless something comes out, I mean, we've still got 2 more months of this stuff still. He's just done everything that you want a franchise quarterback to do. I mean, there's no flaw in his game, in his off the field speaking to the media, and his on field playing. It's just been outstanding. Now, Duke Tobin spoke earlier this week about the false narrative surrounding the Bengals, primarily from Dan Patrick and Mike Flores. Now, Mike Flores, he must just have a serious vendetta against the Bengals. I don't understand this because literally minutes. I think Burrow, they put him on Pro Football Talk, his media, his press conference. I think it was on Pro Football Talk, and Florio and Chris Sims are hosts of that. And immediately after Joe Burrow answered all these questions, said he'd go play with whoever drafts him. He thought it was a great idea going to Cincinnati. He's only 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes from his parents' house. All those answers. Mike Florio goes, I don't know. He really deep down wants to go over to the Bengals. Dude, you are just grasping at straw. And how did you get to where you're at by making stuff up? That's what that is. That's just made up stuff. So, Duke Tobin, who's the player personnel director for the Bengals, was asked, you heard all about the negativity, everything surrounding your team and how you guys don't want to win and what Carson Palmer said. Oh yeah, one more thing about Carson Palmer. Dan Horde said this on the Bengals Booth podcast. I don't think I ever knew this before. Carson Palmer said that the Bengals don't want to win. Well, according to Dan Horde, Carson Palmer's last year, Carson Palmer is the reason the Bengals went out and got Terrell Owens. Carson wanted him. So Mike Brown went out and got him. So don't give me this crap that they wouldn't do anything for you. It's wrong. It's all fake. It's all just made up stuff. So, anyway, Duke Tobin came out and said he had to calm down. He went to Mass. After that, he changed his attitude. And he said, I'm just going to tell the media folks I'm praying for them. I thought it was kind of funny. He laughed about it and said the narrative actually isn't correct about the Bengals. None of this is built on facts. The facts are, over this past CBA, which is the collective bargaining agreement, the Bengals were in the top half in spending among NFL teams. Not the bottom, not the middle, the top. Now, no, we didn't go out and sign big name free agents, but they drafted well and they kept their players and they paid them. I mean, if you draft well and you pay your own players, Mike Brown, one thing about Mike Brown, he would rather keep the guys he knows than the ones he doesn't know. That's just a Mike Brown thing. So if they draft well, which hopefully they'll go back to doing what they did that before, drafting extremely well, we're going to be fine. You just got to keep doing that. All right, one other thing Duke Tobin said. He said, and the Bengals were 13th in wins in that same time period. In the top 10 in playoff appearances. All right, so we're the top half of spending. We're 13th in wins, total wins, and in the top 10 in playoff appearances. Yes, we didn't win any of them. Everybody knows that. But those 3 things, none of those say anything about the Bengals being a cheap, dysfunctional organization. Has it gone the way we wanted it the last 4 years? No. That's what happens. I mean, most NFL franchises go up and down and up and down. The New England Patriots are by far an enigma. For 20 years, they've been good. Nobody's ever done that. I mean, the Steelers, they weren't good last year. Yeah, it's injuries and stuff like that, but they still weren't good. I mean, it happens. So this whole narrative, this whole thing, I just don't understand why there's so much just venom and hate toward the Bengals. What did we do? I'm not working for them. What did the Bengals ever do to the national media? I mean, last year, Arizona Cardinals had the number 1 pick. I don't remember anybody saying anything about Kyler Murray not wanting to go there. The biggest story was, is Kyler Murray going to play baseball or football? The year before that was, okay, who's the Browns going to pick? Everybody thought it was going to be Donaldson. Well, it wasn't. They took Baker. So, and there wasn't any talk about, well, neither one of those guys want to go to the Browns. Kyler Murray, you don't want to go to the Arizona Cardinals. But when it comes to the Bengals, I think Joe Burrow deep down inside really doesn't want to go there. After he says it would be great to play in a place where I'm only 2 hours and 15 minutes away from my parents' house. So, like I've said before, do your homework, national media, and actually report facts. All right, the Reds are back at it again today. Now, they've won 1 game. Everybody just calm down. I've seen Twitter blowing up like, oh my goodness, we're not doing so good. We have a Hall of Fame shortstop in the minor leagues. We should start him. Like, everybody, calm down. It's 3 games. It's spring training. We'll be okay. It's not on TV today, but it is on the radio at 3:10. You can listen to Tommy Thrall and the Cowboy. Now, my thoughts on Tommy Thrall. This is the first year, obviously, that we don't have the poofy-haired fancy boy, Marty Brennaman. And I've actually got to listen to Tommy Thrall do the play-by-play. And I actually really enjoy listening to him. He's very smooth, very confident. And he kind of reminds me of a young Marty Brennaman. Now, I don't think he's going to be as hard on the Reds as Marty was. Because there's only certain guys that can get away with that, and Marty's one of them. Tommy, I don't know if he's there yet. Which is fine. I don't want him to be exactly like Marty Brennaman. Marty Brennaman was Marty Brennaman. There's never going to be another Marty Brennaman. Marty and Joe, that was my radio booth I grew up with as a kid. Loved listening to him. I miss him. I miss Joe dearly. Joe's awesome. Marty Brennaman, first year without him. Tommy Thrall, I think, is going to be very good. I really enjoy him and the Cowboy. I mean, the Cowboy, if you remember when he first started, he wasn't very good. And people get on Jim Day when he does the broadcast. He does fine. People get on Tom Brennaman. They're like, oh, doctor. Like, dude, that's Tom Brennaman. Do you know Tom Brennaman's "Whoa, Doctor" is a tag on SportsCenter when it starts? That's Tom Brennaman. So some people like it. Anyway, I don't think Tommy Thrall is that bad. I actually kind of enjoy him. What do you guys think? Tweet me out at Sports with Strawberry Ice. The handle is Jeff A. Trennepol. TRENNEPOHL. I knew I had something else on here. All right. Yesterday, Chad Brendel of the Bearcat Journal tweeted out that they are going to have a Bearcat watch party at the Holy Grail on Sunday for the game versus Houston. We've got to win this game. I can't stand Houston. I want to win. So anyway, join me there. I decided I'm going to go and check it out. It was a great time last time. I had fun hanging out with Mo Egger, and it's good bar, good food. There's not a bad seat in the house. Lots of Bearcat fans there. You can be as loud as you want. Trust me, I know. I got some other pages I like you to check out. If you're, Facebook has these new things. They're Facebook groups. So they have with different sports teams. I got 3 of them for you. Bearcat Country, Bengals Nation, and Reds Country. So if you're interested in any of those, check them out. See if you can become a member. Maybe I'll let you in. I'm just kidding. I usually let everybody in. Well, as always, it is Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. We're getting so close to the weekend. That's just sports, baby. I'm Jeff Turnipole. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all under the name Sports with Strawberry Ice. If you're trying to tweet me out, you can use Sports with Strawberry Ice, or you can use at Jeff A. Turnipole, TRENNEPOHL. And as always, I'm brought to you by T Properties. Check out T Properties' website. It's tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, guys, that's it for today. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye.